Hey guys, Michael Huber, architect here. Wanted to give you an update on that residential project that we showed you in the last video. Met with the homeowners, and the contractor went through the 3-4 plan kind of schemes or studies that we had put together, and they picked this scheme, which ironically was study A, where we have this garage building, again, the double tandem, a link piece that had the entry stair, mud room, and then the public building with the living, bedrooms, etc. So here's, again, the main level and quick look at the lower level, which will be roughed in to be finished in the future. So once we had the plan kind of pinned down a little bit, obviously there are still some adjustments and things to move around in here, but we had the basis of a direction to move forward with. We started to look at the exterior and see what that looked like massing wise, but now let's start to put some windows in, maybe throw a little siding on there. So let's see. All right, so here is the exterior, at least where we're at right now. Again, this can adjust and change. They wanted some stone as an accent, so the link piece that connects the two buildings has the stone. Again, that's sort of a higher cost item, and so if we can have it be impactful, but still sort of minimize the amount of stone we have, works great. So I did the siding in a gray color here because I didn't want to put colors on to actually detract from the ideas of the trim and material locations, etc. But hey, I actually kind of like the gray, and they actually kind of like the gray too. So stay tuned. We'll see what that ends up looking like here. But in this scheme, we've got some metal above a datum line that we have at the window heads, and then more traditional lap siding for the remainder of the house. You can see the walkout area down below this screen porch, which they want to have a wood stove on or in, and then the entry. Now, obviously, we haven't still adjusted the grades and whatnot. It's really hard and complicated to do in this 3D program. But again, it lets us kind of get a better idea of how it actually will sit on the land and how much cut and fill, so we can try to balance that out so we don't have to haul dirt off the site or bring dirt into the site. All right, so that is the exterior study. Again, it'll develop. But then we also wanted to take a look at the interior, and so that the homeowners could get a sense of scale. We're vaulting the interior, so we wanted to see how would that feel in there, as well as the placements of the rooms, etc. So here's a sort of an interior diagram, and again, take everything with a grain of salt, because the homeowner hadn't seen any of this stuff. This is just me kind of playing around, just trying to get pieces in place so that we'd have something to talk about when we met. So you can see we've got the kitchen area, the dining area, the living area, the bedroom is here. Here's where you actually enter in from the mudroom space. So what do you see as you move from the entry into the public areas? The dining, thought, well, maybe we can bring some of the metal siding from the exterior as a wainscot. Areas for display, for photos or artwork. Here I put a little perforated metal thing, technical term, suspended from the ceiling to try to reduce the scale in that dining area so it's a little more intimate, yet still being connected to the other spaces. And maybe a display shelf that also acts as a little wing wall to make that a little bit more enclosed, because I did want some areas for display. And again, this is just me, throwing stuff out there, maybe reusing some of the steel that we have on the columns to support the deck and etc. So we've got the living room space. Here are these. This is like a 10-foot door that actually will fold against this wall, so you'll be able to have that open in the summer directly out onto the screen porch, which will be nice. The fireplace that they really wanted, this fireplace, see-through fireplace between the living and dining. So that is the size that of the one they had picked out, just so they could kind of see what that might look like. The door into the bedroom, another opportunity, sliding door. What could that be? What could that look like? It's part of the public space, so instead of a standard swing door, maybe we could do something kind of cool there. And then the kitchen area, we've got a raised bar area to kind of screen dirty dishes. Not that there will be, or whatever clutter there might be on the countertop from the main living space. Probably suspend some unistrut from the ceiling that then pendants can be placed in on. You know, what is the finishes? Do we like the blonde wood and the gray floor? Do we carry this sort of wood datum line within the kitchen area and into the hall, similar to what we did on the exterior at the window line, that maybe help define that space? But, you know, once we get into the living area, you know, we don't do that. So again, a lot of things just to show them, here's some things that could happen in here. Here's how the space feels when you're in it. You know, I put furniture in here, so again, you could start to get a sense of scale. So in any event, this is where we're at right now. We'll see how the meetings go, and I'll keep you posted how things develop. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.